Okay, so here we go. I'm going to keep going with the C major scale. Like I mentioned in the previous video, the major scale is the basis for figuring out and understanding the chords. The major scale can be thought of as numbers. Here it is, the star of our show, the C major scale. I wrote out the numbers from 1 to 13 this time because those are the numbers that you might encounter with chords. 1 is C, 2 D, 3 E, 4 is F, 5 is G, 6 is A, 7 is B, 8 is C, and now we're just going to repeat ourselves again. 9 is D, 10 E, 11 F, 12 G, and 13 A. And I'm telling, yeah, at first glance you're thinking like, what is he talking about? Why is it even repeating itself ever? This is weird stuff. Yeah, okay, here we go. Well, you remember from the previous lesson that the major and minor triads start with the 1, 3, 5. In this case, C, E, and G. And the 1, 3, 5 is the basic chord that you already learned and you're used to when you play chords like that. You're playing 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, and so forth. 1, 3, 5. All the other numbers that you can counter are going to be either added to or to change the 1, 3, 5. One of the numbers that you're going to encounter from time to time is the number 4. Now, sus4 is the way that it comes up. Sus4 means to suspend the fourth tone of the scale in this chord. And suspend for music means that you replace the third of the chord with the 4. Okay? So let's do it. On the C chord, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 is F. Okay, so for a C chord, we have 2 thirds in it. We have the E here, that's a third, and we have an E here. Okay, but if we change both of those E's to an F, now we have a C. Now we have a C sus4. Okay. For the chord D, you're used to playing it like this. Okay, the numbers for D are 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the third of your chord is an F sharp, and there's only one F sharp in this particular voicing of the chord. So if we replace it with the 4, we have the G, and now you have a D sus4. Okay, D sus4, regular D major. Let's go to the A chord. On the A chord, we have A is 1, B is 2, C sharp is 3, and D is 4. So on the A chord, we got to replace that C sharp, the 3, with a 4. And now it becomes an A sus4. You with me so far? I thought so. All right, on the E chord, E is 1, F sharp is 2, and G sharp is 3, A is 4. So we take that G sharp and we replace it with A, or we change it to an A. And now we have this chord. That's an E sus4 chord. All right. So the same thing applies even if it's a bar chord. For example, on that E shape, let's go up to 3rd fret G, and if we just change this third of the chord here, which is on the G string, move it up a half step. Now you get G sus4. Let's go to another bar chord. The A shape can be played anywhere on the neck if you know how to bar the chord. Like this, for example, is on the 3rd fret, which changes the name to a C chord. C is the bottom note. Now you have a C 1, 3, 5 type of chord. But 1, 2, 3, as you recall, change the 3 to a 4, and now you have this chord. Okay, and that is a C sus4. It reminds me of the Pinball Wizard. Okay, let's find a G sus4. Now in G we have 1, 2, 3, 4. But you also have 1, 2, 3, 4. G, A, B, C is 1, 2, 3, 4 in the key of G. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got to replace the B to a C up here. Notice that if I put both C's into this G chord, the high and the low C, there's something interesting about the way the ear hears it. Okay, and what I'm getting at, it may not be really obvious, is that it's kind of like a confusion of two bass notes. You hear a low G and you hear a low C at the same time, and so the ear is trying to decide, like, which one am I supposed to be paying attention to? So for what guitar players do to avoid this problem is they just don't play the A string at all on this chord. So you're going to play G, and then you're going to skip the A string and play the rest of it. And that is a very clean, very easy to understand G sus4.